Yo, can you guys hear me? Am I live on YouTube now? Let me just check. Are you guys live? Are we live right now? Alright, let's go guys. We're live. We're back in. Let's freaking go. We're gonna talk about the picks for this upcoming UFC card. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, guys. We're gonna do polls for every fight, and we're gonna see who people are picking, who you guys are picking, and who I'm picking. We're gonna be talking about the fights, the UFC upcoming card. Let's get into it, guys. Is the stream working? Can you guys hear me? I wonder why the chat is not popping up here. Let's get into it. How do I get the chat window up? Let's go, we got it. First fight I think is De La Rosa versus JJ Aldrich. How's it going, Surmy? Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just fucking pissed off because of that fucking what happened. What is going on with this? Too many things opened up, I think. There we go. This should be good now. Card. Those guys gassed out so badly too. I mean, they have good skills, but they could have won the fight. But what pissed me off is how badly they gassed out. Both of them. And the minus 1100 guy couldn't even finish the goddamn fight. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, there we go. I have the stream opened, that's why. Where's the chat? Okay, there it is. Okay, let's go. So you guys are picking JJ Ultras here so far. A lot of people are picking De La Rosa here because they think he's gonna have the grappling edge. I mean, we saw Na Liang take her down, right? Like, what do you guys think about that? Na Liang took her down. She got the early takedown, but then Na Liang isn't able to keep the pace. Like, that's her problem. Yeah, those were the Russians. Yeah, those are the worst Russians I've ever seen too. Like, I've never seen Russians gas out that badly. They're not true Russians. They're from Bahrain, I think. I think it's like a country within Russia somewhere. I mean, they train out of a good camp. Like, how do you gas out that badly? Like, I don't get it. Both of them too. Like, Magomed Ali was doing good work. I mean, he was winning the whole fight. Then the last thing you know, 15 seconds, fucking dude just fucking falls off a cliff. How's it going, Woken? And that what pissed me off is that fucking long shot parlay that we had. 20 plus 2700. Like, I went back and watched We Want Pick Jacob stream, and he was doing good. I mean, he had some good picks there. He had some good bets there, but then he lost it all on the last fight, I think. I don't blame him. Like, shit happens. I think everyone trusted Talat too much. Like, me too. Like, even though I knew Bellato had skills, but fucking what's his name? Yeah, this fight I think is gonna be close for sure. Good for Bellato though. He's gonna be in the UFC now. Good on him. I was thinking about doing a Brazilian parlay, 3-leg parlay, Silva, fucking Bellato, and Ruffy, but I ended up not doing it. But yeah, JJ, I like her here. I mean, I picked her, but then I flipped to De La Rosa because I don't know, man. Like, JJ Ultra, if she's not able to bully her opponents, like in the first round, like, or second round, she's not able to. De La Rosa, like, I know she hasn't looked good. Her record doesn't look all that good either. But she's been fighting some good level competition, I think. The striking is definitely gonna favor GTA Ultras, I think. I think good. Wilkin said good. Thanks, bro. We'll cook something. I'm listening to the stream mainly, and we'll comment. Okay, for sure, bro. For sure. So everyone's picking DJ Ultrich. Wow, he's the underdog right now. I mean, isn't he the underdog right now? Betting lines. Let's look at the betting lines. What the betting lines are. The betting lines have her at JJ Ultrich is sitting at plus 110. Wow. She opened up at minus 115. No, did she open up at minus 115? I think so. She opened up at minus 135. Wow. Now she's up plus 111, dog. I mean, I'm not looking to bet on this fight. Fuck betting on this fight. Maybe I'll maybe over 2.5. But JJ Ultra, she's not really the most durable girl out there. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna be playing anything in this fight? Are you guys looking to add this to the parlay or anything like that? Stormy said I would have trusted Tala more until I heard the ACL. He had an ACL injury. What? Wow, I wasn't aware of that injury, but that's crazy. I didn't know he had an ACL injury, but yeah, I don't think that would have made a difference even if he didn't. He just didn't have the fucking the heart and the grit to go through the tiredness. I mean, Bellato was tired too, but he was fighting through it. But Bellato had more. He had more, like a lot more experience, I think, fighting higher level competition. And he even 5 rounds in his last fight, so I think Bellato had that experience coming in. Anyways, let's get back into this fight, this card. So this everyone, you guys are going with the DJ Ultrich. Are you guys gonna be betting on her or not? You guys think she's worth playing at all? Let's move on to the next one now. My pick is I'm gonna go with De La Hosa, but I don't trust her anything. I don't trust her enough. I don't trust either of these girls to be playing them, betting on them. Alright guys, now let's go to the next fight now. Next up we have Nate Main is taking on Matus Mendonça. Let me put up the poll for the stream. We have what's crazy guys, what's crazy is that Nate Main follows me on Instagram, eh? I think he's like the only other fighter than Angel Pacheco that follows me back on Instagram. Yeah, you're not betting her? Yeah, fuck betting her. You can't trust either of these girls. But De La Hosa by decision, I wonder what the prop is. Like, if it's a good number on the prop, maybe I'll take a shot on it. But I might do a same game parlay with the De La Hosa to get the most takedowns, because she is the better wrestler. So maybe, but I might just not bet it overall. I gotta stay the fuck away from these girl fights. All right, let's go to the next one. We had so everyone picked JJ Ultras. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have Nate Manus, right? Nate Manus Mendoza. Let's go. Mendoza is the favorite at like minus 250, I think. He's sitting at minus. Matus Mendoza is sitting at minus 258 on DraftKings. The money has been going up and down. I mean, he went all the way up to minus 270, went all the way up to minus 230. 2 days ago, I was thinking about maybe adding him in a parlay, but then knowing that he's only had he's only had a couple of fights. He's only had 1 fight in the UFC, 2 fights in the UFC. He won his UFC debut against a Can. I think it was a Can that he beat in the first round. But this is gonna be a tougher fight than his last one. Not the last one, I mean, but tougher fight than before. Wow, these fights are out of order. We gotta go back to the other one. Okay, so Nate Manus is the better boxer, I think. Matus Mendoza, he fights out of Shute box, so he's gonna be aggressive as well. I don't know who's gonna win this fight. Are you guys adding Matus Mendoza in your parlays? Nate Manus is gonna be like a couple of inches taller. He's gonna be bigger, I think. But we've seen Nate Manus get bullied and get finished in the first round. So I don't know, Matus Mendoza maybe he's the one that's gonna win this fight. Let me know what you guys think below. But I think I'm gonna pick Matus Mendoza just as a pick. But after the weigh-ins, I might switch my pick because Nate Maness definitely has a good size advantage and he has good striking. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the poll. Also a close fight. Yeah, this is a closer fight than the odds reflect for sure. The odds should be a lot closer. I got Mendoza too. Yeah, I think I just like his forward pressure and his boxing. He's willing to just go out there, eat some shots on the way in, and land his own. And he can also go for takedowns. I mean, he took Javid Basharat down a couple of times, right? I think he took him down like twice in the first round. So I mean, he's got the skills. He's got the he's aggressive. He's got some hands, some power too. I agree. We should keep an eye out in the wins. Yeah, I want to see Nate Maness. I mean, I'm a fan of Nate Maness, man. He's a good dude, really humble dude, and he's got good skills, good wins in the UFC. He's the one that's proven himself in the UFC as of right now. But I think people are fading him because he was finished and he's on a 2-fight losing streak. But yeah, Matus Mendoza doesn't have any good wins in the UFC. I mean, he had a good performance against Javid Basharat, who was the real deal. But yeah, I'm not confident in this fight. I'm gonna pick Matus Mendoza just as a pick alone. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable betting on this fight. Maybe the over 1.5. I think both guys are tough enough. I don't think Nate Maness is gonna get finished in the first round. If Matus Mendoza does finish in the first round, that's gonna be super impressive. But there's a big size difference, so I don't think it's gonna be a first round finish. But we're gonna pick Matus Mendoza by decision for now. Alright guys, next up we have another girls women's strawweight bout. We have Vanessa Demopoulos taking on Kanako Murata. Vanessa Demopoulos, man, I picked her in her last fight against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She was a pretty big underdog. Let's do a poll. Demopoulos. Oh, I gotta cancel this other one. I like Vanessa Demopoulos. She has good pressure, but she doesn't have any power in her hands, and she can't defend a takedown. She has good Brazilian jiu-jitsu off her back. Let me see, Vanessa Murata. Alright, I think most people all you guys are gonna pick probably Murata, right? But she's coming back after 2 years off, so I don't know. Maybe that could be a problem for her. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that could be a problem for her coming back after 2 years off? She's gonna have a grappling edge in this fight. She's gonna have the strength advantage too, I think. But she's taking some time off. I think she's a younger girl here too. I could be wrong. Let me see what the age is. I think Vanessa is like, she's 35. Yeah, Murata is 30 years old, and Vanessa is 1 inch taller. She's gonna be at a 2.5 inch reach disadvantage. So maybe I'm gonna pick Murata because Vanessa lost her last fight and I picked her last time, so I was pissed off about that. But I'm gonna pick Murata by decision. But Vanessa is dangerous, man. If you guys want to play anything on this fight, the only thing I like is Vanessa Demopoulos by submission, because she's really flexible and she can definitely lock in something off her back. So yeah, wow, you guys are picking Vanessa. One of you guys picking Vanessa, okay. I might take Vanessa after the weigh-ins. I mean, she's a good underdog. She should not be this big of a underdog. Stormy said, be interesting because of the year off and the Vanessa being maybe bigger. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking too, Stormy. Women's fight, so I say dog or pass. Yeah, I have a tough time picking Vanessa Demopoulos here because of the takedown defense hole. But she's good off her back. She can definitely lock something in. For anyone looking to make a play on this fight, the only thing I like is maybe over 1.5. But that's going to be so juiced up. Or maybe Vanessa Demopoulos by submission plus 1,000. I think it is right now. Sprinkle, maybe a light sprinkle on that. Maybe add that to like a long shot parlay just in case. But that's the only way I see Vanessa Demopoulos winning this fight. I don't see her winning any other way. I think if she wins this fight, it's gonna be probably by crazy submission. The White Girl Slayer said, "Is this live?" Yeah, it's live, bro. I'm right here. How's it going? Thank you for hopping in. We're doing a live breakdown of fights. We're gonna do a poll. So vote who you're gonna be picking for the fights, and then we're gonna go over the full card. Let's get it, guys. My pick, I might pick Vanessa Demopoulos after the Waynes because he definitely has the forward pressure. She has good volume too. She definitely goes forward. Even against Karolina Kowalkiewicz, he was walking forward the whole time, even though she was getting outstruck. In this fight, she's the better striker. I think she's gonna have a little bit better technical striking, but she doesn't have that much any power in her hands. But she's dangerous on the ground. She got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I want to pick base alone. I'm gonna pick Murata because of that grappling wrestling edge that she has. But yeah, Vanessa is definitely live. She should not be this big of a favorite. Underdog. Vanessa Demopoulos is plus 280. Holy shit. Who's putting money on Murata? Murata opened up at minus 218. It makes sense why they opened her up at 2-1 because that's where the line should be. At most, the line should be like minus 250, minus 250 at the very most. I don't think she deserves to be like this big of a favorite. Where are you from? I'm from Canada, Toronto, bro. I live in Toronto, close to Toronto in Canada. My name is Nick, by the way. Where are you from? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna pick Murata for now because of that grappling edge. She does look the significant strikes. It definitely favors Vanessa Demopoulos because she lands more volume overall. But yeah, the odds are so crazy, bro. I don't trust these odds. Like I'm not putting anything on this fight. I might just sprinkle Vanessa Demopoulos by submission at plus 1,000. But other than that, like fuck betting on this. I don't trust either of these girls. The grappling edges. This is why I'm picking Murata because she has good pressure. She's a tough girl. Doesn't quit on herself. She lands about 40% takedown accuracy. That's pretty high. Most people have their takedown accuracy around like 30%. I think it is for most UFC fighters. Takedown defense. I don't think she has 0 takedown defense. Wow. I don't think anyone's ever trying to take her down. Demopoulos has 50% takedown defense. She can defend some takedowns, but submission average definitely favors Vanessa Demopoulos. I've seen her go for more submissions on the ground. Spencer said, the white girl Slayer, Murata is tough, fought against Gianni Roba with a broken arm, but I'm not betting on this fight. Yeah, I agree with you, Spencer. I totally agree with you. This is not a fight I'm looking to. I'm not looking to parlay Murata. I learned my lesson with Tamiris Vidal. I learned my fucking lesson with Tamiris Vidal. Fuck betting, parlaying girls fighters. But I might throw Vanessa Demopoulos moneyline in like a long shot parlay. Like we almost hit on our long shot parlay. Our long shot parlay for the Dana White Contender Series was like fucking plus 2,700. If only that fight went 20 seconds more in the Torres fight, I would have been so happy. I mean, I wouldn't have been happy, but I wouldn't have been so pissed off. I would have broke even if that long shot parlay hit. But anyhow, what can you do? It is what it is. Let's get back to the fights. So most people are picking Vanessa Demopoulos. Most of you guys. It makes sense why, because she's the plus 280 underdog. That's a really good value. I want to see the weigh-ins before. I want to see how Murata looks. She's going to be 5 years younger, so maybe that could play a factor. But Demopoulos is always dangerous. She's got good cardio too. Demopoulos got good cardio too. I never really seen her slow down. Alright guys, now let's go to the next fight now. Next up, we have bantamweight bout. We have Ariki Lang. Is it Ariki Lang or Riki Lang? I don't really know if it's Ariki Lang or Riki Lang. Riki Lang taking on Johnny Munoz Jr. I want to see. I think I picked against Riki Lang in his last fight. I remember. I think I picked him in his last against him in his last fight. I think he was fighting Ayman Jahabi, right? I think me and I picked Jahabi by decision. I think it was it was I usually picked Ayman Jahabi too. I think me and him were both on this underdog Jahabi. He got like an early knockout in the first minute, and the Riki Lang leaves a lot of openings, man. So that's what I don't like about Riki Lang. He leaves so many fucking openings on the feet, and he's so hittable too. And he doesn't have the best cardio. Slows down after the first round. Let me make a poll. Let's do a poll. I'm gonna end the other poll. We have where is it? There it is. Give me a second, guys. Riki Lang taking on Muniz. But I don't. What thing I don't like about Muniz is, man, this dude fucking pulls guard like a little jiu-jitsu nerd. I don't like jiu-jitsu nerds. Like, and I was so pissed off because I had in his last fight against Johnny Muniz last fight against what was it, Daniel Willicat Santos, I think it was, right? I had like Willicat Santos in a parlay with Silva, I think Queen Silva, I think, right? Do you guys remember that fight card? I think it was Queen Silva was fighting on that same card, right? So he got an early first round submission, and then we had Daniel Willicat Santos taking on I think he was taking on Munoz Jr., right? He took on Munoz Jr. Yeah, both of them were fighting on that card. That was a good card for me betting wise. China, you guys are picking. Wow, some people are picking Munoz Jr. Ricky Lang. So Ricky Lang, who's the favorite? Ricky Lang is Johnny Munoz. It's even money right now in some books. Johnny Munoz is the favorite, and some books Ricky Lang is the underdog. Both of these guys are on like coming off a loss. Both of them are 2-3 in their last 5 fights. Johnny Munoz Jr. coming off a win over Ludwig Solin, who's not in the UFC anymore, I think. He got fucking sparked by Tony Gravely. It was one of the shortest hooks I've ever seen, and he got slept. It was like one of the smallest right hands. What's his name? Tony Gravely. Yeah, he caught him coming in with caught him coming in into Johnny Munoz was trying to go for a takedown, and Gravely caught him coming in with the uppercut. I think it was a short uppercut. Stormy said, "Damn, this card is sketch." Yeah, especially the prelims. The prelims are so sketchy. Most of these fights are close. I feel like even though the odds are pretty wide for some of these fights, I think the prelims are tricky as hell. So most of you guys are picking Johnny Munoz Jr. for now. Yeah, I mean he's got better grappling. We've seen Ricky Lang get submitted before a couple of times. He's been submitted like 3 or 4 times, I think, already. In the UFC, right? He's been submitted 3 times already and doesn't have any skills off his back on the ground. He's just a striker, and that could definitely be a problem for him. I'm gonna pick a Ricky Lang because I don't like picking jiu-jitsu nerds who keep fucking going back on their guard, pulling guards. I mean, but this is a tough one. This is not a fight I'm gonna be looking to bet. I might take a shot on Ricky Lang by decision if the plus number is really big, because he can definitely defend the takedowns and stay safe. And light Johnny Munoz up on the feet. He's definitely the better striker. I mean, he has a more power, better striker, lands way more volume, almost lands double the volume, but doesn't have the cardio to keep it up for 3 rounds. And his takedown defense is really bad, 48%, not good. Look at the strikes absorbed per minute, 7.12. Like, holy shit, he's eating a lot of shots in these fights, and he's coming off a pretty brutal knockout loss. Yeah, I don't know if do I want to pick a Ricky Lang here. I just can't pick a fucking jiu-jitsu nerd who pulls guard. But Munoz can strike too. It's not like he can't strike. I've seen him strike, but he leaves so many openings on the feet. He's gonna have to survive the first round. I'm gonna pick a Ricky Lang for now, but I want to see the weigh-ins. I want to see how these guys look on the scales. But this is not a fight I'm gonna be looking to bet on. Alright, guys. So most people are picking Johnny Munoz and Ricky Lang, 33%. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next fight now, guys. Next up, we have the women's strawweight bout between Karolina Kowalkiewicz taking on Diana Belbita. I mean, Diana Belbita is a freaking she's a stunner, eh? Holy shit. Belbita's got the looks, got everything. Alright, guys. So Karolina Kowalkiewicz, she's one of the most experienced girls in the UFC. Has a lot of experience. Fought pretty much everyone in the UFC. I think she's fought Alexa Grasso. She's fought all the girls that you can fight. She's taken some L's. She was on like a 5-fight losing streak at one point. I think she was on like a 5-fight losing streak right now. Now she's on a 3-fight win streak. But before that, she was on like a 5-fight 5 fight losing streak, and then now she's able to she changed camps and she was able to make go on a run over Felice Herrig by rear naked chokes. Who's not really a good fighter. The Vanessa Demopoulos, that's a good win. She dominated Vanessa Demopoulos with the striking, and she was defending takedowns in that fight. This is a tough one because Diana Belbita, she's got the better grappling in this fight. I think the striking definitely favors Karolina Kowalkiewicz. She throws more volume, but Belbita hits a little bit hard. I mean, let's do a poll. Belbita's got the looks, and she's a stunner for sure. Let me end the poll. Another one. Yeah, Belbita. A lot of people are picking Belbita. I might switch my pick to Belbita before the wins, but I already fucking have a bet on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I ended up putting a half a unit on her at minus 175, and the lines opened up, I think. Carolina. Let me do the poll. Belbita. Belbita is definitely a good underdog. I mean, but she makes so many mistakes. She has such a bad fight IQ. I just can't trust Belbita. But at plus money, like she's sitting at like plus. Belbita is sitting at plus 140, and the Karolina Kowalkiewicz is the favorite at minus 166. And let's see what they opened up at. Belbita opened up at plus 120. Wow, a lot of money has come in on Karolina. So Karolina Kowalkiewicz opened up at minus 163. So lines have been close, and it makes sense. I mean, there's a 10-year age gap between these two, and Kowalkiewicz, that's why I'm picking her as Normie, because she's got the experience. She's fought the much higher level of competition. It's not even close, even though she's taken some L's. But now she's training out of a really good training camp, and it seems like she's really putting it all together. But she is 37 years old. Belbita is definitely on the come up. She's the rising star here. I know the UFC probably wants Belbita to win this fight so they can build her up. But I'm going to pick Karolina Kowalkiewicz by decision for now. But this is not a fight I'm going to be betting heavy on. I only have a half a unit on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I ended up, if I didn't place that bet a week before, I probably wouldn't be betting on this fight anymore. But the bet that I really like for this fight is the over 2.5 rounds. Or if you guys, over 2.5 is pretty juiced up. I think this goes to the scorecards either way. I don't think either one of these girls are gonna finish the fight. But Belbita is definitely has the more of a finishing ability, I think. But she hasn't finished anyone at this level. She's lost to Gloria De Paula. She's won a fight over Hannah Goldie. Who doesn't have a win over Hannah Goldie? Hannah Goldie has to be one of the biggest fucking tomato cans in the women's MMA. I can't believe she's still in the UFC. And then the UFC is pretty much using Hannah Goldie to get these girls wins over her. That's pretty much what they're doing, I feel like. So everyone's picking Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Okay, makes sense. This is probably the more experienced fighter, but there's a 10-year age gap, so that's the one thing that worries me a little bit, the 10-year age gap. And Belbita definitely has the better ground game, but I don't see her submitting Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Alright guys, and that's good. Let's go to the next fight now. Next up, we're on the main card now, guys. We have the light heavyweight bout between Felipe Lins taking on Ian Cutelaba. Let's do the poll first. There it is. Hitman 3434. Welcome to the live stream, bro. He said Goldie a bodybuilder more than a fighter. She's also got the OnlyFans going on, so she's got a lot going on the sidelines. But these type of girls like Hannah Goldie, I'm not really into girls like that. I don't like girls that are fucking built like fucking bodybuilders. Not my type. Let's do the poll. I forgot to do the poll for this. There's the chat window. Okay, let's do a poll. I gotta end this one. This is a good fight. I'm excited for this fight. This is gonna be a banger for sure. Cutelaba. I think most of you guys are gonna be picking Cutelaba, I have a feeling. But this is not a guy that I can trust. We can trust. Felipe Lins is on a 3-5 win streak right now, but it's not over anyone that good. I mean, look at the guys he's beaten. Marcin Prachnio, I mean, fucking Marcin Prachnio is one of the worst fighters at light heavyweight. Then he beat Owen St. Preux. I mean, good win. He knocked him out in the first round. That's exactly what he should have done. And he did it, I mean. But St. Preux is not really in his prime anymore. St. Preux is really washed up now. Doesn't even look the same anymore. Sormi said Ian's fights to lose, I say. Hope he wins. Yeah, he's not a guy you can trust. I mean, this is not a guy that you can definitely trust on the money line. But every time he takes this step down in competition, I mean, he pretty much just sparks these guys. Like, he took on who? He took on Tanner Boser. And I ended up picking Tanner Boser in that fight. That was one of the worst picks I ever made in my life, bro. Oh my goodness. That was one of the worst fucking picks I ever made. I mean, Tanner Boser. I thought Tanner Boser was going to fucking win that fight. I had Tanner Boser by second round fucking knockout as one of my fucking underdog picks in that card. And I didn't do too bad on that card. I mean, I went 8-6 overall. Billy Quarantillo lost that fight. Somehow Jacoby fucking got knocked. I think Jacoby lost the fight too. This is a pretty good card. I mean, Algio was on the card too. Bill Algio won by decision. Garcia on the card too. This is a pretty good card. I mean that this is a really good card. Holloway, I think this is the one that I had Holloway as my lock of the week back then. Over Arnold Alden, we had Holloway by decision +2. I think +200 or something. Holloway to win by decision. But yeah, this is a good card back then. But yeah, I picked Tanner Boser. That was one of the worst picks I've ever made in my life. He got fucking sparked, bro. Yeah, I picked fucking Boser, bro. Yeah. Cause fucking Kutalaba was on like a 3-fight fucking skid. He was like getting finished by everyone. He was finished by Kennedy Chukwu, Johnny Walker, Ryan Spann, who are all top level guys. But then fucking I saw Tanner Boser moving down from light heavyweight, and I was like, okay, Tanner Boser is gonna fucking spark him, cause Kutalaba has a 1-round cardio, and fucking Tanner Boser can't survive the first round. Yeah, that was one of the worst fucking picks I ever made in my life, bro. Don't fucking blame me. It is what it is. Oh man, I was happy though still, cause we had fucking Holloway pulling through as a by decision as my lock of the week, so I was pretty happy overall. But yeah, this is the pick I didn't want to talk about for sure. Yeah, let's get back to the fight now, guys. We have Felipe Lins taking on fucking the Hulk Kutalaba. We all know who Kutalaba is, man. We all fucking know who this guy is. Let's do a poll. Did I do a poll yet or no? Oh yeah, I did do a poll. Okay, so most of you guys are picking Lins. I mean, wow, that's shocking to me, but not too shocking, because Felipe Lins is on a 3-5 win streak right now. I mean, he's a heavyweight moving down to light heavyweight, but every time these heavyweights move down, I mean, they always don't have the speed of these light heavyweights. Kutalaba, I mean, if Lins can survive the first round, do I think he can survive the first round? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he can survive the first round? Sormi said, happens to us, happens to all of us. That's so funny. Yeah, fucking Boser. I'm never picking Boser. And I fucking faded Boser too. I think I faded Boser in his next fight, I think. And he fucking wins his next fight against one of the worst fucking fighters ever. Yeah, that was fucking horrible. You can never fucking trust Boser. Sometimes when you pick him to fucking win, he's gonna go out there and lose. And then you fucking pick him to win. I mean, pick him to lose, then he fucking goes out there and wins. Like, I remember this fucking, I think I picked fucking Cameron. I had the fucking worst luck with picking fucking Tanner Boser, bro. I swear. Look at this. What the fuck? Fucking goes out there and fucking outstrikes Alexa Kamur. And I fucking picked Alexa Kamur there. Fucking worse. I can never get fucking Tanner Boser right. And fucking Ian Kutalaba either. Like, these two guys I can never fucking get right. But I am picking the Hulk here. But is this the fight that I'm going to be betting on? Fuck that. No, I'm not going to be betting on this fight. Hulk, I mean, he should absolutely fucking destroy Tanner. I mean, why am I still in this fight? He should absolutely destroy Lins. But Lins seems to, I mean, he fucking got knocked out by Boser, right? I mean, didn't Boser fucking knock him out in the first round? Like, bro, like, fucking Boser has to be one of the most fucking unreliable fighters I've ever seen in my life. Fucking knocks out Lins, then fucking loses to Kutalaba, and fucking just you can't fucking make this shit up. Anyways, guys, fucking so Lens, I mean, he's got good experience. He's fought in PFL. He's undefeated in PFL. 3-2 in the UFC. 3-3 in Bellator. But he does get finished a lot. He got finished in most of his losses are by finish. He's been knocked out 4 times. But fucking Hulk's been knocked out 4 times. I mean, Hulk's been fucking finished how many times? Like, he's been finished, fucking knocked out 3 times, finished, choked out 4 times. Oh my goodness, this is a fucking fight. I have no clue who's gonna fucking win this fight. Like, if you guys are betting on this fight, good fucking luck, man. I'm not even betting the under 2.5 in this fight. Fuck that. Like, maybe Kutelaba can go out there and fucking wrestle Lynch for to a boring decision. Not something that he does, but you never know. He could start doing that if Lynch starts cracking him. So most of you guys are taking Lynch, eh? It's understandable. He's a good underdog. I mean, what are the odds? Kutelaba is up -148 on DraftKings. I mean, they opened up at even money. I mean, I was looking to bet Kutelaba even money, but I ended up not just staying away. But yeah, Kutelaba opened up at -150. Wow. So money has come in, but a lot of money came in on lanes early. Then a lot of late money came in on a lot of late money is coming in on Kutelaba, and it makes sense why, because most of the public they like Kutelaba, I think. But Linz, man, how is he gonna win this fight? How does Linz win this fight? Probably by fucking making it one of the most boringest fights ever, holding on to in the clinch, controlling Kutelaba against the fence like he was doing against Grissom. But yeah, you guys are picking fucking Linz, eh? I'm gonna take Kutelaba by first round finish, cause this is not a fight I'm gonna be betting on. After I want to see the weigh-ins, I might switch my pick to Linz once I see the weigh-ins. But yeah, I can never get fucking Kutelaba right ever. Anyways, guys, let's go to the fucking next fight now. Let's end the poll. Woken said, indeed, lay and pray. Yeah, that's the Linz style. I don't like his fucking style. It's so boring. Even last time, I think I picked fucking Grissom instead of fucking what's his name? Because I thought Grissom was gonna have a grappling edge. These light heavyweights, these lower level light heavyweights, you can never fucking trust them. You just don't know what's gonna go out there, how they're gonna go out there and perform. Let's go to the next. But the pick, I'm still gonna pick Kutelaba as just a pick, but I don't have any bets on this fight, and I don't trust either of these guys. If you see Kutelaba, if you see Lynch surviving the first round, and Kutelaba starts slowing down in the second round, I mean, you're probably gonna be better off betting Lynch, live betting Lynch. You can probably get a good plus number on him, because Kutelaba, he always wins the first round. He never loses the first round. But yeah, Woken, I'm with you, Woken. I'm not betting on this fight. Fuck betting on this fight. Alright, guys, let's move to the next fight now. Next up, we have in the featherweight bout, we have Alexander Hernandez taking on Bill Algeo. Alexander Hernandez is moving down to featherweight again for another chance at making a run to the title, I think. The last time he moved down, he took on Billy Quarantillo, and Billy Quarantillo, he was definitely putting it on Billy Quarantillo in the first round. But then what happens every time is Hernandez gets tired. Once he starts landing some punches on him, he doesn't want it anymore. His whole game plan goes out the window once he's not able to finish you early, and that's the type of guy Bill Algeo is, man. Let me do a poll for this fight too before I fucking do the breakdown. Hernandez and Algeo. I want to see who you guys are picking in this fight. I'm curious. But yeah, this is gonna be a good fight. I'm fucking hyped for this fight for sure. Stormy said, I wanna hear y'all opinions on this fight. Yeah, me too. I'm curious to what you guys have to say about this. A lot of people are picking Hernandez here. It makes sense why, because he's probably the more skilled fighter in this fight. If I had to be honest, if I'm being honest, both of them have about the same. Bill Algeo has a little bit more fights than Hernandez, but Hernandez is the one moving down in weight. He's gonna have to cut a lot of weight for this fight. And the last time we saw him, we seen that he doesn't when he has to cut this much weight, his gas tank isn't there. He starts fading in the second round. Yeah, this is definitely a close fight though. This is definitely a close fight. I'm I am picking Bill Algeo slightly. I was really confident on him before I watched the fight tape on both of these guys. Hernandez, he showed good game plan in his last fight against Jim Miller. He was able to fight at a slow pace. I mean, he was able to control the fight and not go out there and fucking empty his gas tank. And if he does the same thing here, he definitely could win this fight. I totally understand that. Stormy said, "I'm gonna go Hernandez because of his new attitude. He looked better in his last fight." I mean, he's a younger guy here. He's probably I'll be honest. He's the more skilled fighter here. He's the more dangerous guy here. But I've seen him quit way too many times already for me to trust him here. Like he's been finished by guys that he shouldn't be finished by. Let's go through his fights, like previous couple of fights. I mean, Thiago Moises beat him by unanimous decision. No shame losing to Moises. Moises has good skill set, good grappling. Then he knocked out Mike Breeden, but who isn't knocking out Mike Breeden? Fucking Mike Breeden has to be one of the fucking biggest tomato cans in 155. And now they're gonna fucking use they're using fucking Mike Breeden again for fucking to build what's his name? They're building what's his name? Trevor Peek. Yeah, Trevor Peek. Fucking the UFC is so fucking smart. They're gonna build fucking Trevor Peek off him. They're gonna get Trevor Peek back in the win column. And you guys should fucking hammer Trevor Peek. He's gonna fucking destroy Mike Breeden. Mike Breeden is not a UFC level fighter. He's not even a PFL level fighter. Like he eats like 5-10 punches and he's just fucking done. Mike Breeden. But anyhow, then Moicano fucking submitted him pretty fast. If Moicano can submit you, I think Billy Algeo can do the same. And then Billy Quarantillo fucking knocked him out in the second round, I think it was. And in that fight he gassed out bad. That's the time when he moved down to 145. Wow, this fight is dead even. Yeah, it is dead even. The odds are close for a reason. I don't blame anyone taking Hernandez at plus money. But I just can't trust the guy that fucking goes out there and when he's not able to have his way, he fucking goes out there and breaks. He doesn't have that will in him. He doesn't have the heart. And he's been finished so many times too. Like he's been finished most of his losses. He's been knocked out 3 times, submitted once. Like that's not, you won't see that from Bill Algeo. Bill Algeo isn't a guy that goes out there and gets fucking finished a lot. He's never been knocked out, but he has been choked out twice. But he's been choked out by guys like that was in the grappling. I think one of those was in the grappling by Andrew Kocho. So he's competing in the grappling. He's staying very active. He has his own gym that he trains out of. I mean, I follow him on Instagram. Woken said, Stormy said, I want to read the whole chat. Stormy said, I want to hear y'all opinions on this. This is going to be a close fight. Woken said, it is close. I lean Algeo too, but close. UFC is making close fights lately. Yeah, I agree with you, Woken. I agree with that point. This is a good fight for Hernandez though. If he's able to fight at a controlled pace, he can definitely win this fight. I mean, he can definitely win this fight by decision, I think. I don't think he's gonna finish Algeo, because Algeo is one of the toughest guys. I mean, fucking Algeo, even Brito, fucking, he's got a win over Brito, man. That's one of the best wins he's got, I think, on his resume. Look at the wins he's got. I mean, he had a split decision with Andre Fili. That was an extremely close fight. He has knocked out Herbert Burns, fucking Dawson from Damage. I mean, holy shit. Like, this dude was, I think he's a fucking tomato can, though. He's not that good. I think he's not in the UFC anymore. How's it going, Mario? Mario Barrio. How's it going, Mario? I got Algeo. Yeah, me too. I got Algeo too. But this is a very close fight. I don't blame anyone taking the dog shot on Hernandez. I mean, he's definitely live, but I just don't trust his durability anymore. And he's moving down at featherweight. Last time he moved down, his gas tank looked horrible. So I'm picking Bill Algeo, but the striking is definitely gonna favor Hernandez. His wrestling is pretty good too. Hernandez has the better wrestling in this fight. He's the more well-rounded fighter, but when it comes to heart rate and toughness, Algeo is way better in that category. And if this fight drags longer, goes over 1.5 rounds, I think it definitely goes over 1.5 rounds. I want to see. I wonder what the over 1.5 rounds prop is for this fight. But the odds are really close. Hernandez plus 120, Bill Algeo minus 140. So yeah, a lot of money came in on this one. But anyhow, guys, so the pick is still Bill Algeo. I think Bill Algeo is gonna find a submission later on. That's what I have. I have a feeling he can find a submission later when Hernandez gets tired. But yeah, I think I have like good amount on Bill Algeo, and he's the guy that's gonna go out there and fight for your money. He's not a guy that's gonna go out there and quit. So I'm pretty confident that he's gonna win this fight. But this is a close fight, and the lines are close for a reason. All right, guys. So next up, we have at lightweight we have Drew Dober taking on Ricky Glenn. Let's do a poll for this one before we get into it. We have Dober. I don't think I need to do a poll. I think everyone's gonna pick Dober. I have a feeling because his money line is way out of control. So we have Drew Dober taking on Ricky Glenn. Both of these guys have a lot of experience in the UFC. But Drew Dober is coming off. Both of these guys are coming off knockout losses in their last fight. But Drew Dober didn't look as bad as Ricky Glenn did. Ricky Glenn fucking got face planted on his face. Like he got slept bad. And when you get knocked out that brutally, I mean, fuck, I don't think he's gonna be able to come back from that. But I think that was the first time he was knocked out too. He's not a guy that gets knocked out often, but he just looked fucking absolutely horrible in that fight. Giagos knocked him out, so I mean, Giagos is pretty powerful in the first round. We saw Giagos against my lock of the week, Joe Huber. I mean, Giagos cracked Joe Huber. He had him in trouble in the first round. But yeah, Ricky Glenn, I mean, he went to split draw with the. Not split draw. He went to draw with the Grant Dawson. I mean, that's definitely looking really good on his resume. He got dominated in the first 2 rounds, and then he definitely put it on Grant Dawson. But this fight does not favor him. I don't think this fight's gonna favor Ricky Glenn. He doesn't have the power to keep Dober off him like Frivola had. Frivola has a lot of power to keep to hurt his opponents, and Ricky Glenn. I mean, he's got some knockout wins, but in the UFC is 4-4. Both of these guys, I trust Dober's durability more, but the lines are so out of control right now. Drew Dober's minus 455. Holy fuck. Like, that is out of control, man. Both these guys are coming off of knockout losses. It's not like Dober fucking didn't get knocked out in the first round. I'm on Dober, of course. I'm on Dober first round knockout. But man, these fucking money line scares me. This money line scares me for sure. I mean, I don't think anyone's fucking betting Ricky Glenn. His money line's been climbing up. He's been all the way up to plus 360. Yeah, Dober should absolutely fucking crack him and put him out cold. We're gonna go Dober by first round knockout, guys. I mean, he always goes for it. I hope he's not tentative after being knocked out by Frivola. But even in that fight, I mean, he was still trying to survive. It's not like he got slept and he was fully out. He was still trying to win the fight, still trying to survive. So the pick is Drew Dober by knockout, under 1.5 rounds. Alright, guys, next up we have the co-main event of the evening. No, we have the featured fight of the night. I mean, we have Alex Morono taking on Joaquin Buckley, New Mansa. Let's do a poll for this one. This is gonna be a banger fight. I'm really hyped for this one. So everyone 100% people picked fucking Dober, eh? Not shocking at all. Alright, let's end this poll and let's go to the next one now. Next up, we have Morono, the Great White Shark, taking on Buckley. Buckley. This is a very competitive fight, man. The odds should be a lot closer than they are. So let's get into it, guys. So Alex Morono, he's a very, very well-rounded fighter. He's got some of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the game. I think he's like the top 5 best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the UFC right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't think many people would disagree with that. at welterweight, he has to be one of the top 3 guys that with the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Doesn't have the best wrestling, I mean, but he's got some of the nastiest fucking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the game. And in the UFC, I mean, he's done really good in the UFC. He's what, like fucking he's got a really good record in the UFC. 12 and fucking 5 in the UFC. I mean, 1 no contest. But he's been knocked out. He was winning that fight against Ponzinibbio, but Ponzinibbio, he took that fight on like 5 days notice, I think. And who did I pick on this fight? I wonder who I picked. Did I even make a pick for this fight? No, I don't think I did. But yeah, he was controlling. He was beating Ponzinibbio up in that fight. And then in the last round, what happened was fucking he was getting tired because he took that fight on 5 days notice, short notice replacement, I think it was. And he got tired, and Ponzinibbio landed a nasty right overhand, and I think he got slapped. That was a nice right hand. Then he beat Matthew Summelsberger. That's a really good win. David Jawada, not really a good win, but I mean, he's been knocked out by Chaos Williams, who's a really powerful guy. He's been knocked out, but so has Buckley, man. Buckley's been knocked out too, but he's done really good in the UFC. I mean, 12 and 5 in the UFC. That's a really good record. But let's look at Buckley now. Buckley, we all know who Buckley is. He has like the best knockout in the UFC history, I think. One of the craziest knockouts with the spinning back kick. Woken said, Mario Barrio said Morono has a chance here. I am picking Morono here. I picked flipped from Buckley. I just have a feeling that Morono can get this done, even by decision, or he can lock in a submission. I know Buckley's never been submitted before, but if Morono can avoid those big shots from Buckley, he definitely has a chance in this fight, man. I mean, he's proven himself over and over in the UFC. 12 and 5 in the UFC, and Buckley's, I mean, he's moved down to welterweight, but he made his UFC debut against Andre Fialho, who's not really. Andre Fialho doesn't really have it anymore. I mean, we saw Andre Fialho is not really the same guy anymore. I am gonna pick Alex Morono slightly. I mean, you guys are picking Alex Morono too. I mean, that makes me fucking more confident on Morono. But yeah, if Buckley wins, I mean, he's got to catch him with like a head kick or a big punch. Buckley, I mean, he's been fighting a little bit calm. He's not rushing in anymore. But Morono has a very good in and out movement. I mean, he stays light on his feet. He's a very underrated striker, man. I don't think people give him enough credit with his striking. And he's very good on the ground too. He's going to have the grappling edge here. Let's look at the betting line. The betting lines should be a lot closer than they are. So Alex Morono is plus 142 on DraftKings, and the comeback on Buckley is minus 170. So money has come in on Morono. Let's see what they opened up at. Alex Morono opened up at plus 130. So a lot of money came in on Buckley, but the lines have been going back and forth. Buckley opened up at minus 175. Okay. So I think there's a chance that Buckley can definitely knock him out, but there's no way I'm gonna be betting Buckley at a minus 170 or minus 200. Considering he's 4-4 in the UFC, and he's been knocked out himself 4 times, even by big punchers, but still he was knocked out 4 times. Alessio Di Chirico knocked him out with that kick. Kevin Holland knocked him out in the 3rd round. So it's not like he can't get knocked out. I mean, but he's 6-4 in the UFC, not 4-4. My bad. But he's a powerful guy, man. 5 wins, 5 knockout, 1 win by decision. So he's definitely a powerful guy. I think this fight, if Morono can avoid the big shots of Buckley, he can definitely win this fight. I'm gonna edge Morono slightly. Woken said, Stormy said, we are all in this together. Yes, we are, brother. Woken said Buckley is good, but I think he needs the KO to win. Yeah, that's what I think too. Before I was thinking maybe he's gonna be able to outpoint Alex Morono, but Alex Morono has good volume, man. I mean, look at the significant strikes that he lands. He lands 5.2 significant strikes landed per minute. His significant strike accuracy is 42%. Absorbed per minute, he's definitely taking more shots, but he's fighting the more faster guys at welterweight. Buckley just now moving down. But it's not like Buckley doesn't eat a lot of shots himself. The defense, Morono has a little bit better striking defense than Buckley here. The grappling definitely, I think the grappling wrestling is gonna favor Buckley, but I think the Brazilian jiu-jitsu is gonna favor Morono here. Wilkins said he's stronger though, so maybe he controls the scrambles. So I don't know. That's where I think Alex Morono can lock something up in those scrambles. I mean, he's very quick for the weight class too, and he doesn't look like. I know Buckley looks like a fucking tank next to him, but Morono is very skilled too. I mean, you don't go 12-5 in the UFC without being pretty high level fighter. I'm gonna go with underdog here, Alex Morono. I think he can get the job done. But if Buckley knocks him out, I'm not gonna be shocked at all. We'll probably do a live stream for this card. I like doing these live streams. It's good hanging out with you guys, man. I enjoy doing these live streams. So we might do a live stream, and we might live bet Alex Morono. If Buckley, more money comes in on Buckley, and we can get like over plus 150 or plus. Some books have him at plus 150. Yeah, Betway has him at plus 150. So maybe if the number if that plus number goes up a little bit, plus 180, plus 200, I will definitely put a unit on Morono, because these odds should be a lot closer than they are. Yes, Morono is good too. This is a closer fight than the odds reflect, in my opinion. Alright guys, let's move to the next fight now. Next up, we had Joe Pyfer taking on Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Let's do a poll first. I'm gonna let me put the poll in. Let me end the. So both of you guys picking Morono, makes me more confident. Alright, let's do another poll now. Pyfer Al Hassan. Alright guys, so we all know who Joe Pyfer is. I mean, this good dude is very good technical striker. He's got the grappling too. He competes in the grappling a lot. He's very active, and we all know who Abdul Razak Al Hassan is. I mean, he's a very powerful guy. He has good judo too. Has pretty good takedown defense. His takedown defense is 52%, so not the best, but it's better than Pyfer, I guess. Submission, the grappling definitely favors Joe Pyfer. He's a more dangerous guy on the ground. He's the one that can definitely snatch something out, lock in a submission or something. But the takedown average definitely favors Joe Pyfer. But I don't think is he gonna go for takedowns in this fight. I don't think so. I think he's gonna try to knock Osan out. But it would definitely be smart for him to take Osan down. But Abdul Razak Al Hassan is not an easy guy to hold down either. But we have seen him get outpointed, get outworked in fights by much lower level fighters. Striking, definitely, I think striking is very similar. But I think Pyfer is going to have the speed in this fight. He's 10 years younger. He's going to have the better durability. I think also I don't think Pyfer's ever been knocked out. I think his knockout loss was injury. Like an arm injury. I think he popped out his arm, I think. Wilkins said next I got Al Hassan small bet plus 350 for someone who KOs all his opponents, all his wins. And Stormy said I agree with you, Wilkin. He said not be this big of an underdog. I mean, I put a Pyfer in a parlay with Dawson back when he was like a minus 300 or something, but at minus 450, 45, minus 475, fuck that. There's not enough value out there, especially against a powerful guy like Al Hassan, who can shut your lights off any minute. I mean, and Joe Pyfer has a habit of keeping his hands low. I mean, he loves keeping his hands low in fights. I was a lot confident a couple of days ago on Pyfer, but when I see these odds, man, it scared. These odds definitely scared me. Well, let's see what they opened up at. Pyfer opened up at. Why can't I see what they opened up at? Oh, yeah, you can't see what they opened up at. Joe Pyfer. They opened up at like minus 325, or some books opened up at minus 275. I think Betway opened up at minus. They opened Pyfer at minus 275. Yeah, so a lot of money. This line's already almost doubled, which is scary. Pyfer should absolutely dominate this fight. He should use his grappling, mix it in. But yeah, at this line, I don't want to be involved in this anymore. I might put Osan in a long shot parlay with Alex Morono maybe, because both of them have a pretty good chance of getting it done, and I like those two long shot parlay. Alright guys, so the pick is still Piper. I think he can maybe lock in a submission. Maybe club and sub. Excuse me, but I'm not confident, man. Cause at these odds, I'm not gonna tell anyone to go bet on him or put him in any parlays. What about the under 1.5? Maybe the under 1.5 could be a good parlay piece, cause both of these guys are good, really powerful, and I don't think either one of them are gonna go over 1.5 rounds or 2.5 rounds. So most of you guys are picking Piper, right? 67% of it makes sense why. Stormy said, and this is the must win for him for Dawson. Yeah, if he did, must win. Is he on a 2-5 losing streak right now? Let me take a look on his topology. Now he's coming off a win over Claudio Ribeiro. So it's not like it's not a must win. I mean, he's been a guy that's never really been consistent. Joaquin Buckley, I mean, that was a close fight, man. That could have gone either way. So I mean, he could have been on a 3-5 win streak right now. If that split decision loss could have gone his way. But yeah, Jacob Malkoun beat him by wrestling him, outpointing him. Kias William knocked him out in the first round, I think it was, with one of the first punch he threw. So Hassan doesn't have the best durability, I mean, but he's a powerful guy. He's only been knocked out once. I mean, 12 knockout wins for him. I mean, holy shit. He's never won a fight by decision or submission. So the grappling definitely favors Joe Piper. But the power I think is gonna be both of these guys hit extremely hard. It depends on who's gonna land first. I think that's what it's gonna depend on. Piper has the speed to like avoid counters and use some head movement, but he doesn't have any head movement either, and he keeps his hands pretty low too. Piper is more technical, but Hassan stronger. Yeah, I agree with that. In the grappling, I think Piper is probably going to be stronger, but Hassan is so explosive too. Yeah, this is a tricky fight, man. At these odds, I'm going to pick Joe Piper as a pick, of course, but at these odds, man, you're better off just sitting back and enjoying this fight rather than putting money on this fight. Maybe put a Piper by finish in a parlay, maybe if you want, but Hassan is not an easy guy to finish either. But yeah, the pick is Piper by. Does he knock him out? I mean, he could definitely submit him too, right? Has Dawson been submitted? He's never been submitted. I mean, wow. In 11 UFC fights. Do I think Piper is gonna take him down? That's all it depends on. I mean, or are they gonna strike in the pocket? I mean, Piper loves to throw hands in the pocket. I'm gonna say Piper by knockout. I think he could come in the first round or the second round. But yeah, Abdul Razak Alfsan is a good underdog to play. His plus money is definitely worth sprinkling on. Alright guys, next up we have the main event of the evening, guys. Let's freaking go. This is gonna be a really good fight, but it's gonna be a one-sided fight, I feel like. Let's do a poll, even though I know most of you guys are gonna pick Dawson, I think. But let's do a poll. Dawson Green. So we have Grant Dawson, one of the best grapplers at lightweight, and taking on Bobby Green. Bobby Green's like one of those guys that will take on any newcomers, any fights that he can. Bobby Green, there's a 10-year age gap between these two, I think. Let me see what I want to pull up their topology first here. So Grant Dawson, he's undefeated in the UFC. I mean, he's like fucking 8-0 or 9-0. 8-0 and 1 draw with Ricky Glenn. 1 win by knockout, 4 wins by submission, and 3 wins by decision. He's definitely a really good grappler. I mean, he has some of the best grappling at in the UFC right now, I think. Next to Islam and Gamrod. I think it's him, Gamrod, and then Islam Makhachev, the best 3 grapplers at top 10 lightweight. Of course, I'm gonna pick Grant Dawson here. I mean, Bobby Green, we saw when he does get taken down, doesn't have much off his back. I mean, he can definitely stay safe. Do I think Grant Dawson is gonna win by submission? Is he gonna finish Bobby Green? I had a feeling that he was gonna submit him like a couple of days ago, but the closer we get to the fights, I don't know. Bobby Green has never been submitted, but he has been TKO'd by Islam, ground and pounded. But Islam has really heavy pressure and he has good ground and pound. So I don't know, man. Is Bobby Green gonna be able to? He's gonna get taken down for sure. It's not like, there's no question that he's not gonna get taken down in this fight. But Stormy said Dawson's time. It's Dawson's time. I think Bobby going to get smoked. I think so too, man. I mean, Bobby Green he's taken 4 losses by TKO. Bobby Green has been submitted. Okay, I thought he was never submitted. He's never been submitted in the UFC though. Okay. Stormy said that Demure win impressed me a lot. Made good adjustments in the fight. Yeah, he looked good in that fight. I mean, he looked good in the striking too, not just the wrestling. That's what really impressed me with him. And I think I picked Dawson. No, I think I picked Ismagulov, because I thought Ismagulov was gonna be able to defend the takedowns. But yeah, this dude is fucking. He's the real deal. Yeah, I think I picked Ismagulov there. Yeah, I picked Ismagulov. This is most people 38% people pick the Dawson, but he's fucking underrated, man. I gotta stop sleeping on fucking Dawson now. He's one of those guys that just fucking, a lot of people don't really know about him, but he's definitely the dark horse at 155. So Dawson, I mean, is he gonna submit him? Do you guys think he submits him? How's it going, Jerry MMA? Welcome to the live stream, bro. Thank you for being here. How's it going, Eric Lazuriaga? Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate MMA Joey raid. Thank you, MMA Joey, for doing this, bro. I appreciate you guys. Let's freaking go, boys. Unfortunately, we might be taking a look at the next Dana White Contender Series card too. Let me know. We're at the end now. I'm just doing the breakdowns for this card. The pick is Grant Dawson. I think I think he could find a TKO stoppage, because Green does submit submissions off his back. Yeah, he does control hand. He does attack hand control. I mean, if Diago said if Dawson can't get Green, Bobby pieces him up. Nah, I don't think so, brother. I agree with you that Bobby is the better striker here, but I think people are sleeping on Dawson's striking too, man. It's against Ismagulov. I mean, Ismagulov has some of the pretty good striking. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of power, but he has good speed, good volume too, and Dawson was able to land some. He was throwing some body kicks in that fight. He was throwing some leg kicks. I mean, he was mixing it in with the takedowns. Jack said, "What's their topology percentage for UFC?" It's 61%, I think. For Dana White Contender Series, it's like 50%. Dana White Contender Series is like some of the hardest things to predict. Welcome to the channel, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate MMA Joey. We will see Bobby. Bobby is a beast. I mean, he could. I'm not saying that he can't get it done. I mean, nothing is impossible. We saw it today on Dana White Contender Series. Nothing is impossible. I mean, this is MMA. Anything can happen anytime. But like breaking this fight down. I mean, Bobby Green. I mean, the UFC did good. I mean, they matched him up against Tony Ferguson, got him away. Now they're gonna try to build Grant Dawson up from this fight. The striking definitely favors Bobby Green. But he almost got taken down by Tony Ferguson last fight. So I don't know. I think Grant Dawson is gonna absolutely be able to get the takedowns going. But does he finish him? That's the question. I don't think he's gonna be able to finish him. I have a feeling sometimes that it's 50-50%. I think because Dawson is a guy that doesn't really transition a lot on the ground. I mean, he's a guy that's mostly like, yeah, he submitted guys on the when he was on the coming up in the rankings. I mean, he submitted guys like Mark Madsen. I mean, that's a good win. Mark Madsen was like Olympic wrestler, and then he submitted Jared Gordon. So I mean, he's submitted some good level guys, but wasn't able to submit Ismagulov. I mean, he had 12 minutes of control time in that fight. So does he finish him? What do you guys think? 75% people are picking Dawson. 25% people picking Green. I mean, Green is a good underdog. I mean, I'm not saying that he can't get it done. Green by maybe decision. I mean, Green by decision if he's able to defend the takedowns. That should be a good plus number. He said, "Let's go pick him." How did your bets go last night? I wasn't good, man. I fucking did horrible on the last night Dana White Contender Series. I'll be honest with you guys, man. I fucking win like 1 for 3 or something like that on the Dana White. Yeah, I went freaking like I did horrible on the Dana White Contender Series. It's right here. Balato. I said Balato like I had him in a long shot parlay, but then I had Balato by finishing long shot parlay with over 1.5 in this fight, and then I had Ruffy by TKO, and that was like plus 2700. But this fight, if only this fight went 20 seconds more, I would have made the money back that I lost on fucking Talla and Magomed Aliyev parlay. But this is Dana White Contender Series. You can there's no guarantees on Dana White Contender Series, but it was a fun card to watch. I mean, I definitely enjoyed watching the fights. Bellato is a freaking beast, man. That dude took everything Talla had, and just got the TKO over a guy like Talla, who's one of the best prospects out of Bahrain. The enemy said I didn't watch tape. I didn't bet. It's fine. It happens. Yeah, even though I watched tape, I mean, you just can't fucking predict what's gonna happen. I mean, this is Dana White Contender Series, like some of the hardest fights to predict. Anything can happen on Dana White Contender Series. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be betting any favorites from now on from Dana White Contender Series. I might take a dog shot on next card. We have some. Let's take a quick look at the next card. We have some good. What's it called? This is my Tapology. If you guys want to check it out. I do picks for like I made most of the lower promotions like Contender Series. We did pretty good on the Canelo card. I mean, we went like 10 and fucking one or something like that. Ramos definitely got robbed. Do you guys think Ramos got robbed or no? I want to ask you guys. Did Ramos? Let's see if you guys think Ramos got robbed or not. I definitely thought Lubin didn't deserve to win that fight. We definitely cast on the underdog Barrios by decision. It was plus 300 or something. So if some of you guys tailed that bet, I mean that definitely cast for us. He was like over plus 200 on the money line. So that was definitely nice to see that. But Barrios fucking that Ramos decision definitely cost me a little bit. Anyways, guys, what happened to the chat? I gotta pull up the chat again. My bad, guys. Well, let's take a look at the next card. How do I pull up the chat? Okay, pop out chat. There it is. Let's take a look at the next Dana White Contender Series card now. I'm gonna go over my picks for the UFC card just in case some of you guys weren't here in time. So let's go over them quickly, guys. If you guys are new here, please subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I'm planning to make more content from MMA Joey, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh yeah, I gotta do a poll, I think, instead of the question. Let's do a poll. Okay, let's do a poll. I'm gonna go over the picks once again. I pick in the main. We have a Grant Dawson. Maybe parlay him. I don't feel good about taking the finish prop on him. Parlay him with another fighter that you like. And then in the Coleman we have Joe Pyfer. But I think Abdul Osan is definitely live in this fight, guys. Pyfer does not deserve to be a minus 455 favorite. I know he's 10 years younger in this fight, but these odds are out of control. And in the featured bout, we're gonna go with the Alex Morono as underdog. I like Alex Morono here. Thank you, Terry Dice. I appreciate you so much. In the featured bout, we're gonna go with Alex Morono. I did pick Buckley at first, but then after doing some research, Alex Morono should not be this big of an underdog. I think he's got the better grappling, not the better wrestling. I think Buckley has the better wrestling, more explosive takedowns. But Morono is dangerous off his back, man. He's got some of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the game. And he can definitely strike too. He can definitely win minutes in this fight. And that's why I think people aren't looking into. Alex Morono has the ability to win minutes. I mean, he's been able to win minutes against guys like other guys that are pretty good fighters. I mean, he's won minutes against guys like Semsberger. Where is he? There he is. He's 12-5 in the UFC. I mean, he's done good in the UFC. Beat Tim Means by guillotine choke. Tim Means still has it. I mean, we saw Tim Means still has what it takes to fight at this level. Mickey Go not a good win there. But Matthew Simmonsberger, that's a good win. Max Griffin, good win there. Kenan Song just bounced back with a win a couple of days ago, so good win there. I'm gonna go over it quickly, so I know some of you guys already saw my full live. So in the next card, we're gonna go Drew Dober by knockout. Next one, we're gonna go with Bill Algeo by submission. I think second on submission later in the fight when Hernandez gets tired, because Hernandez is the guy that comes out swinging wild. And the next one, we're gonna go with Felipe Lins. No, we're gonna go with Kutalaba by knockout. Next one, we're gonna go with Kovacevic by decision. And the next fight, we're gonna go with the Matheus Mendoza by maybe decision. I think we could finish Nate Maness, but Nate Maness is a tough dude. Next fight, we're gonna go with the Murata by decision. Next fight, we're gonna go with Ricky Lang by decision, and then the first fight and the girls fight, we're gonna go with Montella De La Hosa by decision. All right, guys. If you guys are leaving, thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Take care of yourself. Have a good night, man. Good night, guys. I know it's 1 o'clock right now. It's 1 o'clock here in Canada. 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. Almost 1 a.m. 12:52 a.m. But yeah, let's look at the next card now. I want to take a look at the next Dana White Contender Series card. We got some good fights coming up on the next Dana White Contender Series card. There's some good fights on. There's a Yuri's fighting on that card. You guys know Yuri? That's like one of the best prospects. But Yuri, like, that's the one guy I'm keeping my eye on. Where's the Dana White Contender Series? Okay, it's in the first page. Let's go. Where's I can't fucking find this Contender Series. I'm gonna fucking search it up. Dana White Contender Series week 10. Okay, there we go. Alright, guys, we're gonna take a quick look at this next early look. I haven't done any tape study. I only done tape study for one fighter yet. I know about Ramon Tavares. I know I've done tape study for him in the past because he just fought on this season already, but he got clipped and he got put down, and the referee stopped the fight very early. So that was a quick stoppage. How's it going, MMA Joey, man? Thank you, brother. I'm gonna add you as a moderator because appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for doing this, brother. Let's go, guys. Let's get into the first fight. There's some good fights on this card. We have this fight that was supposed to be happening last night, but it's moved on to next week because Lucas Rocha missed weight. He missed weight by like 6 fucking pounds too. I mean, it's not even like this dude. You know, he was definitely enjoying himself in Vegas. He was definitely eating those buffets and all that. But yeah. We have Davy Costa. I mean, Davy Costa is gonna have a grappling edge in this fight. I think he's the better wrestler here, and he has good striking too. I mean, he's got a kickboxing background. I've done a full fight breakdown on this fight already. If you guys want to go check it out, but yeah, I'm gonna probably do another breakdown again for this fight again because now we have 6 fights next week. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Davy Costa here because I already have a half a unit play on him at plus money. But I like Davy Costa here. He's a much older fighter, 28 years old, has more experience. They have about the same fights, but I think Costa's fought a little bit better level of competition. But he's on a killer streak right now too. He's been finished before early on in his career, but other than that, he's looked really good in his last couple of fights. This win over Henrique, that was a good win. He was a plus 250 underdog there. Cast was a plus 250 underdog there, which is really nice. And then MMA Joey said, thanks, bro. Keep up the work. Want to show some support. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that a lot, man. I'm just grinding away, bro, just like you are. I appreciate that a lot, bro. Thank you so much. Let's get into the next fight now, guys. Next up, we have Isakov versus Markel Medeiros. I think this dude isn't he Nazim Sadiq's brother, or am I just tripping? Kind of looks similar to him. Maybe he could, I don't know. Maybe he comes out of the same fighting out of the same country, but he's fought in Brave FC before, so he's 5-1 in Brave FC. He's been knocked out once by Levin Chukeli, who fights in Bellator now. So not a bad loss to have on your record. Chukeli is doing good in Bellator. I mean, he's 4-2 in Bellator on a 3-5 win streak right now. Just front kicked, had knocked out a Sabah Hamasi, who's a pretty well-known fighter in Bellator. So that's not a bad loss to have. I mean, this dude seems like he's really putting things together. So he's taking on Isakov. I gotta do tape study for this fight yet. I haven't done tape study for yet, but he's on a 4-5 win streak right now. Both these guys are looking really good. I mean, both of them have competed in a pretty good level of competition. Let's do I forgot to do a poll for the last one. The first fight, I forgot to do a poll. Let's do a poll quickly and see who you guys are going with. Okay, so you guys do agree that Ramos got robbed, eh? I think so too. Okay, so Davy Costa versus Lucas Rocha. Let's see who you guys think is gonna win. Rocha. Please vote below. Let's see who you guys are taking here, Costa or Rocha. This is a very closely even fight. I mean, the odds for this fight is very, very close. I think the lines were like minus even money now. Lucas opened up at a slight favorite, but the money has come in on Davy Costa too. I'm curious to who you guys are going with. It's gonna be a good fight. I wish that Rocha made weight, but unfortunately he didn't. So now he's gonna be fighting in the next week. Now Costa's gonna have to cut weight all over again, which is kind of not something good. Let's go, guys. That's crazy. I mean, Joey's the fucking GOAT for sure. Let me know who you guys are going with. Let's go to the next fight. We have I don't know who I'm gonna be picking for this fight yet. Both of them seem to have pretty good experience. They fought in pretty good regional promotions. I mean, Fury FC is a good respectable promotion. We have some good fighters coming out of there. Michael Murphy. I mean, Michael got a win over Michael Murphy. 8-6 guy. Split decision with Santiago Guzman. He's fought some okay level of competition, but I'm gonna have to do my tape study to see who's gonna be who the fight's gonna favor. But Costa is the one who I'm gonna be going with, I think. Let's do the poll for this one. I want to see who you guys think is gonna win here. Isakov. I wonder how you say his name. Isakov versus Medeiros. We still got a long way to go though for this card. I'll probably do tape study in the next couple of days. Where are you guys from? Can you guys where you guys where you guys from? Which country are you guys most of you guys from? Oh man, it's 1 o'clock here in Canada. This fight's tricky to pick. Both these guys have about the same level of experience. Isakov has more fights overall, and Brave FC is a good promotion. I mean, Fury FC they're about similar. Fury FC, I mean, they have some good people coming out of there. Yeah, this is a tough one. I might go with the Isakov for now. Let's see who people are picking. Most people are picking him, man. Holy shit. This fight is a lot closer than people I think are giving him credit for, but he's fought a much better level of competition overall. 12-4 guy and 30-2 guy, but doesn't really matter who these guys fight coming into the NOA Contender Series. We saw on last night. It's 10 p.m. in Arizona right now. That's not bad. It's like 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. here in Canada, in Toronto. Let's go to the next one now, guys. Next up, we have Torres Finney taking on Yuri Penfero. I know a lot of people are. There's a lot of hype on Yuri. Let's do this poll. I'm gonna end this 50%. It's 50-50. Okay, makes sense. Let's go. This fight. I think this fight's gonna be. Most people are gonna be on Yuri. I think I have a feeling. It's 2 a.m. where you are. Wow, 1 hour difference. Not huge. Finney seems to be pretty good too, man. I mean, I gotta go watch his tape, but I feel like people are gonna be sleeping on Finney here. I mean, Yuri got cracked in his last fight. I remember watching that fight. It was Dana White looking for a fight. You guys know that TV show where Dana goes around looking for a prospect to sign, and what happened was he got cracked by like a really low level fighter, and he got dropped, put on his fucking knees in that fight. But he was able to survive. Yeah, he got cracked by this dude. This fight happened on the Dana White looking for a fight, and he was a 4-4 guy, and he put him down on his knee, man. He cracked him. Yuri does leave a lot of openings on the feet. I mean, he's not the best, more technical striker on the feet, but he's got good grappling. He's got good ground game, but he hasn't fought the best level of competition. I think that's we got to take that into factor. And this dude, Torres Finney, I mean, he seems like the real deal too. He's fighting Icon FC, which is a respectable promotion. Icon FC's we had some good guys coming out of Icon FC. The White Girl Slayer, Lateral Spencer said to White Girl Slayer from that movie, you know. Okay. Sick name, my guy. Yeah, that's a dope name. Yeah, this who are you guys going with? Finney 50-50. I don't know who's gonna win this fight, to be honest. I know a lot of people are on Yuri because there's a lot of hype on him. 80% people. This is scary, man. You do not want to have this many people on one guy on Dana White Contender Series. But yeah, I might go with the Finney, man, because I don't like what I saw from Yuri last time around. Even though he was tough enough to survive the storm, but he got cracked hard by a 4-4 guy. So imagine what this guy's gonna do, who's 6-0 and looks like a good prospect and 24 years old. Like, if you're getting put down on your knee, like getting fucking knocked down by a 4-4 guy, like, I don't know, like, that's not a good look. If Yuri opens up as a big favorite here, I might sprinkle on Finney here. I think there's a lot of hype on Yuri, so I expect Yuri to be like -300, even it could be even -400 because there's so much hype on this guy coming in. But knowing that we saw him get dropped, maybe the lines are gonna be closer. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, so the polls are dead even. Okay. Alright, guys. Now let's go to the next fight. Now I'm gonna pick Torres Finney for now before I do my tape study. I feel like he's got a chance, man. If he hits hard, he's got good striking. He's got 5 wins by knockout. I mean, he definitely got a good chance. Hasn't fought the best level of competition, but he's fought in the amateurs too. Yeah, I might pick Finney for now as an underdog because there's a lot of hype on Yuri, and only like 19% people picking Finney. Let's go to the next fight now, guys. Next up, we have another really good fight. I'm hyped for this fight. I was able to talk to Connor Matthews on Instagram, and he might be willing to do an interview before his fight. He said he's gonna get back to me. Let's go to the next up now, guys. Next up, we have Connor Matthews. I'm hyped for this kid, man. This kid looks good in his fights. He's an ex-Marine too, but he's fighting a tough Brazilian here, 10-0 Brazilian. Connor Matthews is another guy that was fighting in the same promotion as Yuri. He fought on the same night on the Dana White looking for a fight last time. And Connor Matthews had one of the cleanest performances of the night. He's the one that impressed Dana White the most. But he has taken an L. He has lost the fight to Marshall, who just got dominated by that new guy in his UFC debut, Isaac Bulgarian, right? Yeah, Isaac Bulgarian, and knocked him out in the first round with the ground and pound. But yeah, losing to him, he got outpointed there. I gotta go back and watch the fight just to make sure what really happened. But Matthews, man, Matthews is a good prospect himself. I mean, I know most people are gonna be picking the undefeated guy here, and it makes sense. I mean, he's fought good, better level of competition. I think he's fought the tougher guys in Brazil overall, and he's undefeated too. Never lost a fight. He's finishing most of his wins too. He's only gone to decision once. So this dude looks good, man. He's what, 5'11". He's gonna be taller or the same. Yeah, he's gonna be bigger than Conor Matthews. So the UFC is doing Conor Matthews no favors here at all. But I like that Conor Matthews is training out of New England Cartel. He's training out of the same gym that Angel Pacheco trains out of, and Raw trains out of. I'm gonna pick Conor Matthews here. I know he's gonna be a pretty big underdog here, but I think he's got the grappling edge in this fight. I don't know if he's gonna have the strength to take Farias down, but Farias seems to be a fucking good prospect on his own. I'm gonna pick Conor Matthews as an early lean, but I want to see what the lines open up at, and I gotta do my tape study. I might switch to Farias after doing my tape study, but I feel like he's got a pretty good chance, man. Conor Matthews is so dangerous with the submissions. He can definitely lock something up. This guy that he fought, Andrew Cruz, I mean, he wasn't the best prospect. He was like 5'6" or something like that. So he fought a pretty smaller guy. But I think Conor Matthews has a chance. He trains out of a good team. He's live. Alright guys, next up we have Rickson Tai Janidim taking on Andre Lima. Both these guys are Brazilian. Let's do a poll. Let's see who. I think most of you guys went to sleep. I don't blame you guys. I gotta go to sleep too soon. Let's do a quick poll for this. That was an early lean. Jin Nidim versus Lima. I don't really know anything about these two fighters here, but this Erickson Tai Jenidim is 14-1 overall. He's never been finished. He's fought in PF Paul Law will fight. I never heard of this before. He hasn't fought the best level of competition. Fought 12-7 guy last time. That's probably his best win. He got a win over former UFC fighter, so who went 0-2 in the UFC. I don't know how much stock you can really put into that. A guy who's never won a fight in the UFC, but he still knocked him out in the second round, so that's impressive. Rodrigo Vera beat him by decision. This is a good Rodrigo Vera. I think he's also beat the guy that we saw fight tonight, Eduardo Matias Torres, who got submitted last night on the Dana White Contender Series. So no shame losing to this dude, 15-1 guy, Rodrigo Vera. But I'm gonna pick the undefeated guy here. I think he's a young prospect, and he's got a win over Igor Taylor in LFA. So I'm gonna go with him for now as an early lean. I think most of you guys went to sleep, man. It's all good. I don't blame you guys. It's fucking like almost 2 o'clock. I'm gonna talk about this main event quickly and then end the stream. I'm pretty tired too. We have Ramon Tavares taking on Cortavius Romanius. Ramon Tavares, we saw him in the season already. He fought Serhi Saidi, who's 9-1 overall. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll for this Tavares. Tavares is coming back for another opportunity because that was a premature stoppage, I think. They're definitely giving him a pretty easier matchup. I think they're giving him an easier matchup than before. But there's no way this is the main event, right? I mean, this can't be the main. Both of them are 29 years old. Tavares is 5'8" with the 70-inch reach. Cortavius Romanius is 5'4" with the 67-inch reach. So they're definitely doing Tavares a favor here. I think they're giving him an easy step up in here. This dude hasn't fought anyone good, but he's never been finished. He's fought in LFA once, 1-0 LFA over Nate Williams, who's a pretty good fighter. I mean, Nate Williams just got a win last time. I'm gonna go with the Taurus here. I would think Taurus is gonna knock him out. Taurus by TKO. Alright guys, those are the early picks for Dana White Contender Series. Let me know who you're going with as an early lean. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go get some food. Maybe watch some TV and chill out for a bit. I want to thank MMA Joey once again for the raid that he helped me out with. I appreciate MMA Joey for that, and thank you all of you guys that joined me for this live stream. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys, and I'm probably gonna be doing more live streams. If you guys enjoy these live streams, please like the live stream on your way out. And this is it, man. I'm pretty fucking tired. I've been on for quite a while. I think I've been on for like a couple of hours now. I've been on for like fucking 90 minutes almost. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Take care of yourself, guys. Stay safe out there. And yeah, later, Stormy. I'll talk to you through Discord. I'll see you guys in Discord later. Good night, guys. Good night. Take care of yourself. I'll probably do more live streams. I enjoy doing these live streams. It's fun. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourself. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.